NASCAR Most Shocking Radioactive from the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series. So, what radioactive just happened at the NASCAR Cup Series race at Pocono 2? Despite being the winner of the race, why Kyle Busch was not considered the winner? What happened after the M&M's Fan Appreciation 400 results? Was Chase Elliot worthy of his victory? Let's get all your answers.
4 ready, we got run over. He just stopped in front of me. Hope he's all right. I'll be 20 to go to finish the stage.
Green flag goes back.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to NASCAR Zone, where we bring you the most recent news about NASCAR's most shocking radioactive from the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our amazing videos. And let's begin. Last year, Kyle Larson came close to winning his first NASCAR Cup Series race at Pocono Raceway in the first of 2 races held at the track. However, he finished 9th after suffering a flat tire while leading on the final lap of the race, and this prevented him from claiming his first series victory. And this year, the 29-year-old driver turned in another impressive performance, but he had to settle for 2nd place.
On his birthday, Kyle Busch turns 36 and gets his first win of the year. And Kyle, it's been one of those years. The start of the year, you have a new crew chief.
But Chase Elliot was awarded the victory in the M&M's Fan Appreciation 400 that took place at Pocono Raceway, following a stunning announcement made by NASCAR. According to the organization's statement, the cars driven by Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch did not pass the post-race technical inspection. Both of the drivers for the Joe Gibbs Racing cars were kicked out of the race on Sunday because their vehicles could not pass the post-race inspection. This happened after Hamlin had crossed the finish line in the race on Sunday and Kyle Busch had finished close behind him in 2nd place. Elliott, who crossed the finish line in 3rd place, was therefore proclaimed the winner of the race in accordance with the regulations of NASCAR. Elliott has now won 17 times in his career, including his 4th race of the 2022 season and his 17th overall, since NASCAR started the practice of removing wins from cars that were judged illegal in 2019. This represents the first time that the champion of a Cup Series race has been disqualified for failing post-race inspection. So, let's see what were the M&M's Fan Appreciation 400 results. What happened actually? According to NASCAR, the violation on the number 11 Toyota driven by Hamlin and the number 18 Toyota handled by Busch both affected the aerodynamics of the front fascia. However, Cup Series Managing Director Brad Morgan did not disclose information on what the actual infraction was when he made comments to the media. There just wasn't any justification for why some of the material in question was located in an area where it shouldn't have been. And this really does boil down to a DQ at this point. More on that. If you find our video interesting, then do subscribe to our channel. According to NASCAR, the teams representing Hamlin and Busch will have had the opportunity to appeal the penalty before the deadline of Monday, July 25 at noon. Both vehicles were sent to NASCAR Research and Development Center Concord, North Carolina, for additional testing. After 62 years, this is the first time in NASCAR history that a driver has had a victory in a NASCAR Cup Series race taken away from them because they failed the post-race technical inspection. In the race that took place in April 1960 at Wilson Speedway, Emmanuel Zervakis was penalized by NASCAR for having a gasoline tank that was excessively large. As a result, Joe Weatherly was given the victory by the sanctioning body. This marks the first time that the 2 top finishers in a race have been disqualified since a race at West Palm Beach in December 1955, when both Weatherly and 2nd place finisher Jim Reed were deprived of their finishing places for an illegal camshaft and illegal valves, respectively. Herb Thomas, who had finished in 3rd place, was declared the winner. But why wasn't Chase Elliott the biggest winner of Pocono Raceway?
Chase Elliot, a huge move to the inside. Elliott's going to try to take the lead.
Up until this point in the 2022 season, there had been 14 different race winners across the 26 races that comprise the regular season schedule. This particular event was the 21st of those races, considering that there were still 6 races left in the regular season. This meant that there were still 6 more chances for new victors to emerge. There are currently only 4 of them left. The postseason will have a total of 16 berths available regardless of the number of teams who win during the regular season. In the case that there are more than 60 winners, this indicates that a winner or winners will be excluded from the competition and forced to watch from the sidelines. Considering the NASCAR Cup Series, which of the races do you enjoy the most? Let me know in the comments. If there are more than 16 distinct race winners, then the regular season points will be used as the tiebreaker among the single race winners to determine who receives the final remaining berths in the playoffs. All drivers who have multiple victories are automatically qualified for the postseason. As a direct consequence of this, Elliot's participation in the postseason was already guaranteed, and it had been guaranteed for a sizable amount of time prior to this point. But his victory eliminates the possibility of there being another new winner, which is a huge relief for drivers who have only won one race and are currently low in the point standings. It's also a relief for drivers who haven't won yet, but have enough points to compete for the playoffs based on their point totals. So it's good news for drivers who haven't won yet, but have enough points to compete for the playoffs. If you find our video interesting, then do subscribe to our channel. Kurt Busch, who drives for 23XI Racing and is one of 9 drivers who have won at least one race so far this season.
On the bottom, 2 up high.
Get the 2 final part. This is the white flag. One more lap.
Is currently positioned in the point standings in the 10th and final place. After being involved in a collision during the afternoon session of qualifying on Saturday, Busch was forced to sit out the race on Sunday due to symptoms that resembled those of a concussion. Busch was unable to compete because of these symptoms. Both Martin Truex Jr. of Joe Gibbs Racing and Ryan Blaney of Team Pence, who are currently ranked 3rd and 4th, respectively, in the point standings, find themselves in a position where they are above the cut line for making it into the playoffs based on the totals. They would be in danger of not making the playoffs despite being in the top 4 in points if there were more new winners, because the cut line for making the playoffs would go higher as a result of more new winners. If there were more new winners, this would put them in danger of not making the playoffs. When everything is taken into account, these 2 drivers are almost certainly the only 2 drivers who have a chance to get into the points. This is due to the fact that the driver with the highest point total below the cut line, Kevin Harvick of Stewart-Haas Racing, is a considerable distance behind Truex. In addition to the fact that Elliott won the race on Sunday, one of the most encouraging things for these drivers is the fact that there were almost no drivers who had never won before who were in contention for the victory in the closing laps of the race. Elliott was able to pull away from the competition and win the race. Therefore, even if Elliott hadn't won, they probably still wouldn't have needed to be concerned about a different winner. This is because of the way the competition was structured. Even if you take out Hamlin and Busch's results from the equation, each of the top 5 finishers has had at least one successful race so far this season. Both Hamlin and Busch have already won their respective divisions in the competition for this year. Michael McDowell, who competed for Front Row Motorsports, finished in 6th place, which was the highest position achieved by any competitor who did not win first. What do you think, was it right Kyle Busch won the race was not considered the winner? Let me know in the comments below. And that's for today's video. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Let us know if you have any questions or comments in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our incredible videos. You can also watch our other videos that have been specially selected for you. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.